And as far as I'm concerned, they can have the other fucking tokens. I don't care.
Because the
Easy
real
start.
token is friendship.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna get me up and then we're gonna extract.
Ouch.
The strategy I have for you today is for a very specific scenario and for those with a no one left behind mentality. Good evening, or good day. It all depends, and welcome to the loop strategy. I understand that your team may just want to say GG go next in the situation I'm about to describe, and there's nothing wrong with that. More power to you. Typically, though, you're going to use the loop strat in trios when your teammates are red skulled or are inevitably going to get red skulled, and you have one bounty token while the enemy team has the other. You could also deploy this method in duos if you're facing a bad matchup in terms of loadouts. In other words, if you have something like a long ammo rifle and your dead partner is being guarded by shotgun players. A quick note, as of the publication of this video, the Desolation's Wake event is currently in progress, which means that the Lawful Pack's Peacekeeper trait is currently available. This allows you to Red Skull revive without a bounty, so yes, I understand that right now you can just avoid picking up a bounty until you confirm a server wipe. That being said, Peacekeeper will go away, at least temporarily, after the event, so keep this strategy in your arsenal of tricks for when that happens. So your teammates are red skulled, or will be soon. You're outnumbered, and you can be tracked wherever you go because you're holding a bounty token. Depending on how long the fight has gone on for, you're probably low on ammo and or supplies as well. Despite having all these odds against you, there is a chance to level the playing field. The idea is to first disengage from the fight completely and at least act like you're heading for either the farthest extraction from your location or the other boss if it is a two-boss map and the one in the opposite territory hasn't been banished. If possible, you should do so quietly before you start sprinting away. If not, then the lightning delay should buy you enough time to build some distance before the enemy team realizes what you're doing, as they will usually be too focused on stopping you from reviving or holding angles. The majority of the time, your opponents will try to chase you down. Believe it or not, this is exactly what you want them to do. Odds are, when this occurs, you and the other team are the only ones left on the map. If this isn't the case, we'll go over how to handle that after we cover the base idea. As you leave, check your map for the extraction closest to the one you're heading towards already, as a point B of sorts. Ideally, it won't be positioned directly next to the first extraction. I'll cover what to do should the extractions all be placed near one corner of the map, after the initial explanation. If possible, use a resupply point on the way, but only if it is directly in your path. As you arrive at the other layer, or very close to the extraction point, once the enemy team is about a compound away, start heading towards your designated point B. This should serve to not only confuse the opposing team, but more importantly cause them to chase you in a straight line instead of cutting you off from your downed team. Approach your secondary point with the same timing and spacing as the first, then head back towards your teammates. You should arrive with just enough time to get the revives you need, and either fight back, or start running with your full team. Should there be no far extraction point to head to, or no other boss layer, your timing will have to be more precise, but it is still manageable. Head towards a compound that will allow you to take a safe shot or two at the other team from cover. Act like you're going to use the compound to establish a new defensive position. Do not start a full fight. Simply take a couple quick shots to egg them on and make a break for a different compound. This compound should be in a different direction than you were heading in previously, one that will allow you to head back towards your downed teammates. Repeat the process of feigning a defense, then head back towards your team. Doing so should cause the team to commit to rushing you instead of rotating around you. On the off chance there is still another team on the map, it is most likely one of two scenarios. The other team is either extraction camping the nearest extraction, or they're at another objective. Your best bet here is to get the remaining teams to fight each other. If you suspect that they are at the nearest extraction, the strategy isn't all that different. If you act like you're heading towards the farthest extraction, this will most likely cause the team that is camping to leave their position to prevent the tokens from leaving. Once you're getting ready to loop back towards the initial area, the team should have caught up and engaged the team chasing. Should the team be at another objective, however,
Yep, right here.
such as another boss layer, you'll want to bring the team chasing you near it, not directly to it, about a compound away. This is risky, of course. If the other team is aggressive and runs out to meet you, you could find yourself getting sandwiched.
Okay.
Try taking pot shots at
I'm
the
gonna
team
play
chasing
this
you,
a little bit differently.
again when you're about a compound away from the
Med
other
kit
boss layer,
here for
but
people
don't
who
stick
need
around
it.
for too
I'm gonna
long.
try to find fire
Quickly
with
move
some
from
body.
compound to compound near the opposing layer while distracting the pursuing
here's
team.
some.
She's right.
This will hopefully cause the other team to push in on what they believe is a third-party opportunity, only for you to slip away in the chaos. There are a couple ways the loop strategy can be countered, so be on the lookout for opponents who catch on to what you're doing. I've encountered teams that simply don't care about the token you're holding. They'll sit on your down partners until they know there isn't enough time left in the match for you to revive and extract. Your best option here is to resupply what you can. They're giving you the map to wander around in after all. Then make a decision. You can wait a couple compounds away and see if their patience runs out, go in for a last stand, or cut your losses and
He
leave
was
with the
still at
token you
farm except
have.
I checked.
Be sure to keep an eye on your instinct indicator,
Oh, he's
as at
waiting
any
to
point
vanish
during
for
this
that.
process, the enemy team may also decide to send only the non-token holders after you,
Battery
leaving
died
the
with
hunter
fire.
holding the token to guard your dead companions.
Throwing?
Should this occur, while the odds still aren't in your favor, it'll be a much easier time to turn the tide. In duos, this will simply allow for you to take a 1v1, of
I
course.
would laugh so
In
hard
trios,
if you could
however,
vanish right
you'll want to
now.
obtain the defensive advantage of a compound before
Why?
fighting back.
Why is he dead?
Take safe peeks, force 1v1s where
I
possible,
wonder if his,
and if you
he
end up
just
on the
killed
back foot
himself
again,
with
don't
his
hesitate to
own
kite your enemies towards
Yeah,
another
yeah.
compound in order to reset your defensive advantage.
What the fuck?
Hopefully, you can either level the playing field at this point,
What?
or cause the token holder that remained behind to leave their position, allowing you to loop
tracks.
again if you wish.
Excellent.
Was he a
All
black
of this
belt?
is much easier
No.
said than done, of course, but I
Okay,
see a
well,
lot of
black
players
belt
go
is,
full deer in the
set that
headlights, so to
Oh,
speak,
he's the
my
when
one
put
that's
in this
dead at
position.
Salter's.
I hope this will give you a tool you can use to make the best of a bad
I wonder
situation,
if he died
because
to a trap
remember,
then.
it's never over until
Oh,
everyone is back in the
maybe.
lobby.
Just like
I have
did.
map pathing guides coming up soon that will help you to avoid long ammo sniper sightlines when traveling from compound to compound. Starting with Stillwater Bayou, there will be an individual video for each map. Have questions? You can find me live here on the channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. MST. All are welcome to come ask about my guides or simply say hello. Until next time, good hunting in the bayou, and I will see you all on the next one.